Good afternoon. I don't think I've done a live in the afternoon before, but I had three things that I want to get to today, and I thought this was the best way to catch up with everybody. First, I want to talk about hiring. We're hiring for some positions at the trust and at my company. And the second is I want to talk to you about a call I'm hosting next week. And the third, I want to talk to you about God. This is a mishmash of topics, but these all kind of work together today. So I want to share that with you. And so, hello, if you're tuning in, and if not, we'll post this afterwards, and that's where I'll check all the comments. But thank you. So, the first thing of the three things is that we are hiring, and we're hiring for what we're calling the growth marketing director position. And we've mentioned this a few times, but I thought maybe it would be good to talk about it because I know a lot of people may know people right now looking for new positions. Maybe they're in situations they're not happy anymore. I know a lot of corporate people don't want to go back to work, or maybe weird things are happening at the company that they don't agree with and they want to work on their own now and or work for a small team. And so we're hiring. It's called Growth Marketing Director. You can see the link in IG and Linktree, or we'll put a comment below. If you're watching this, we'll put that in there, direct to the job description. But please listen, even if this doesn't fit you, I need your help finding this person. We want someone who can come in to our tight team and take the bull by the horns and say, you know what, I'm going to drive your membership. We're going to get this thing, like, take it to the whole next level. That's who we're looking for. So someone who's strategic, someone who knows marketing really, really well, who's comfortable managing a team, but also rolling up their sleeves. That's our magical unicorn person that we're looking for, the growth marketing director. So if you do have someone, now here's what, please don't write me and say, I have a friend, her name's Jane. That doesn't help me. Like, send the information to Jane, okay? Have Jane formally apply. That's how we do it. Okay, please help me out here. So that's number one. But by the way, I want to say, coming up into the fall, we're going to be hiring for several more positions. So please keep an eye open because we'll be announcing those. Or I'm going to be brazen right now and say, listen, if you would love to work for my organization, or you have a proposal for us, then just reach out. But here's the email, hr@allybrown.com. Just use that one. It's easiest, and that will help us keep everything separate. If you are great at marketing, if you're great at strategy, I mean, just, we're pretty open, and it's an exciting time to be hiring, even though it's somewhat challenging. A lot of people now are going to be making big shifts in their careers and their businesses, and that's the exciting silver lining in all the craziness that's coming up. So, but most of all, I want that growth marketing director. Okay, we want that person. The second thing is, before I talk about the magical thing, the second thing is I'm hosting a special call next Thursday for The Trust, which is my network for 7 and 8 figure women entrepreneurs. And this call is for those people who qualify and are interested, and they may have not wanted to get on a one-on-one call with my team, but they'd love to come just listen to me talk about it, walk through the whole program, everything that it entails, the events we have coming up. Really cool stuff. And I'll give you the URL for that, and we'll post it as well. It's jointhetrust.org/private invitation. And that calls next Thursday, and the information's on that page. So if you know anyone, especially a woman business owner who's tired of the male dominated masterminds, or they've joined some women's groups, and then, the experience has often been that it's kind of just a very basic, more serving maybe the beginner type women, surprisingly, even if they advertise differently. There's just more women getting started typically than have reached those higher levels. So more groups suit them. It's just how it is. It's just a numbers thing. So we get it. That's why we started this, for the women who've reached the 7 figures and beyond, saying, okay, where's the room I need to be in now? So please send them our way. We would really appreciate it. Jointhetrust.org/private invitation. And the third thing is, so today, I hosted a call for my members of the trust, and we have this thing called the Peer Learning Series. And we started this because even though I'll bring in these amazing experts and women who have built incredible high 8, 9 figure, even billion-dollar companies, the members want to hear from each other as well. And so if a member has been in the group over a year, they are invited to basically take the floor and share what they know, teach what they know, teach something that if they, if there was one thing they could teach everyone else or share everyone with everyone else in the group, what would it be? And today our guest was Dr. Anna Arvizu. And she's been a client of mine for several years, started coming to all the events, been in the circles. She's fantastic. And she shared something just really magical today about her, what she calls her core centrics method. And you can learn more about that by, I should probably have her website ready, but Googling her, she's on here, I'll tag her. Anne's fantastic. And she has this type of a life balance wheel that is different than anything else I've seen. And, usually the wheel has like the pie slices and then, it's never balanced, right? Some are bigger, some are smaller, some of the pie's missing, right? Some of it's oozing out in different sections. But that's what happens when you try to make everything equal. Hers had some equality to it, but the core in the middle was your relationship with God. The core of that wheel, the core of how you view everything, the core of how you see the world, the core of from where you make your decisions, the core of where you say, today I'm not paying attention to any of this, this isn't even real. That was the magic of this call, and how we all got so tuned back in to where we need to make decisions from. And she said something really magical as well, that she said, if you're looking at all these things from the outside, you're going to feel really overwhelmed and out of control. But if you look at them from the inside, in the core of that, the wheel diagram that she drew, she's like, everything is peaceful. You make decisions from clarity. You're making decisions from in here and decisions from wisdom. And that was what I needed to hear today. Because like many of you, there's some days that I'm on fire, I'm rocking, and there's other days, if I listen to too much what's going on inside the door, I want to hide under the bed. I mean, I want to lock up my kids. I don't know. We don't know, right, what's going on. We don't know what's happening out there. Oh, but you bring it back here. You bring it back here, and you bring it back to that place of knowing. And if you make your decisions from there every day, you really can't go wrong. And everything looks so different, so different. And if you kind of weave that into the conversation that some of us have been having about the 3D versus 5D. If I'm losing you now, don't worry, but this whole ascension thing, right? So 3D is like this tangible physical world, like the news, the Matrix, some people call it, right? This world that we've been brought up to live in. And then though the 5D and above, there's dimensions above that, but really that more internal, intuitive, that magical place that you've tapped into once in a while, but now it's going to be full on, okay? You can't solve a 3D problem with a 3D solution. That's what I love today, because she said you can't solve one of those external problems with an external solution. And it just got me thinking so differently about how we look at problems and solutions. And I'm kind of riffing on this and just jamming on it right now. I don't have a presentation to make on this. I'm just want to share that with you. Like, bring it back here. And if there's a problem you have out here, don't try to solve it with a problem that, a solution that's external. Bring it back here first and make the decision from here. It's a little counterintuitive at first, right? Because you think, well, if, A plus B plus C, I must have to solve it with a D, E, or F. No, you're solving it with the color purple, apples to oranges, okay? Come back in here and work from there, and keep your eyes open, because I'm looking for that growth marketing director. We'll put the links in here, okay? And I'll tag Anne as well. You got to check out her stuff. All right. Have a great night and have a great weekend if I don't see you all. And thank you for all your birthday wishes. That was amazing, the response to the live that I did last week, just off the cuff from the car. I was in tears, like, then reading the comments, and people were texting me saying, oh my gosh, now I'm crying. And I'm like, I know. I didn't mean to cry in the car, but thank you. It was a magical birthday. And I'm really excited for the next chapter. I'm really excited where things are going. So thanks. All right, we'll post this afterwards for everybody. Thank you. Bye.